Hood movie review. Hood movie review. Hood movie review. Watch us on YouTube.
Is this thing on? Well, you know a man want what a man want, right? This is Hood Movie Review. Hey, you got the host, of course, the bad guy himself, Kenny. We got to my right, we got Mr. Unbiased, TK.
Yo.
Down here, we have the wise man himself. We got Sledge.
Just putting on my do-rag because it's going to get real ghetto.
Oh, wow. At my bottom right, we have a special guest. If you've seen the movie Affliction, Toxic Misery, he is the best friend, Tariq Collins, played by Jeremy McCoy himself. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Appreciate the welcome.
Yeah.
And like I said, since we're reviewing the movie Affliction, Toxic Misery, I got a question for you. Can you give us like a little bit of insight on like what it was like, from behind the scenes?
Oh man, it was real dope. Like just a whole experience, you know what I mean? From being on scene to me doing my parts to actually watching everybody else act. The whole thing was just dope, man. The experience was crazy. Just like watching people interact with each other, you know what I mean? Like as far as when I was doing my stuff with Sean, with him being from Detroit and having his own little swag, and then me bringing my energy into it. I mean, it was cool, man. It was fun.
How long were y'all shooting for?
I'll say about 13. I want to say 13 or 14 days.
Okay.
Like long days, but everybody wasn't on set at the same time. Everybody had breakups throughout the day, as far as their script.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So it was long days, man. Started like early in the morning. I want to say like some days started like 7, and then they were still shooting until about like 1, 2 in the morning.
Damn. But for 2 weeks though, that's what's up. Like y'all all got a lot done and had a good script for 2 weeks though. Like
yeah, like 100-something pages. It was crazy.
Yeah, and when I was watching it, it gave me. I kind of got a feel for like what's that movie called? A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, with the mix of the movie Misery, the
Misery.
Misery. Yeah, it was like a mixture of those to me. That's what I was thinking when I was watching it.
I said the same thing when I was watching that shit.
Yeah, it was crazy. The storyline was real crazy, man. Like I've been getting a lot of feedback from everybody, and they're like, "Man, the storyline was wild, man. Like stuff like that really happened, in real life." So,
yeah, I thought it was. I will say this. For the concept, I think it was a great concept. I'll definitely say that. I did call the ending. I did call it. I had a feeling. I was like, we're gonna talk about it here in a little bit. I did call it, but it was good. It was good. So that you making that face, what's going on with you?
Cause when I seen it, I was just like, "Oh shit!" But you called it, so I guess you Tyler Perry.
Look, me and TK are movie.
About to say like,
bro, this is what we do. This is what we do.
Y'all niggas is Tyler Perry and Spike Lee, huh?
I give you a credit, Sledge. You watch your movie. But me and TK are like we be guessing these endings. We always do that. We always be guessing endings.
That ending, I was just like, damn. This makes this above a better Tubi movie. I think that's what it was.
No. I'll say this too, because we watched a couple Tubi movies on here. we watched some bad Tubi movies on here. We watched some Tubiest of the Tubies.
We watched some Tubies of the Tubies, nigga.
This had really, really good quality. I would definitely say this had really, really good quality. There was one scene I was real like but it was good. We gonna get to why I said.
I was say the scene that I was like, but I mean, how much really? Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you when we get to it. But because we got to break down these movies. But it was like I thought it was overall. I say it was a great concept, and so we'll get to more. I'm gonna explain a little more. But what do y'all think of the soundtrack? Out of 5, what are we rating the soundtrack?
To the soundtrack, I ain't gonna beat you.
You didn't. I was the only one, huh? All right. I'm gonna give it.
I'm always harsh, or I'm always critical and shit. So
yeah,
a lot of people sleep. A lot of people sleep on the soundtracks, though. You know what I mean? Like at the movie, you hear those songs throughout the movie, and a lot of people they overlook that.
Oh yeah,
I like how it fit the scenes and stuff y'all was trying to have it happen though. So
yeah,
I noticed a lot of them was from Columbus.
Yeah. There's one song I liked on there. I can't remember how it goes now. Dang, what was it?
What part was it?
It was something. The song was like getting the bag. It was something like that. I can't remember.
I think it was the one where we was at the park. That all you got to do is get cash. Like
yeah,
that one was catchy. Yeah. I like.
I was like, okay. I was like, all right. I was like, okay. Yeah, I like that one. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a solid 3.5 for the soundtrack. I think that's where I'm at with it. Like some of the songs was cool, but that was the one. That was the one I liked. I was like, I like this one. But yeah, and then we're gonna get into the actual movie review now. So we're gonna give a little quick. Well, not quick. We're gonna talk about what's going on in the movie. And so we start off. We see Sean Reed. He's on his nightly jog, and he's kind of cocky. We see that already. He knows has it all, and he has someone record him giving inspiration to where if you take these steps, you can be like him.
That was wild.
So you can kind of see how his character is already. He was kind of bold. He was like, man, look.
But I ain't gonna stunt. The speech though was still like, hey, I was just like, I didn't know what he did before, but I figured he was like someone that just wanted to spread positivity at first. I was like, hey man, he might be an all right, solid dude.
But if you listen to what he's saying, it's not just like, hey man, you gotta work hard, you'll get to where you are. He's like, man, you work hard, you can be like me. Like he was kind of stuck on it a little bit. And you see it early, just the stuff he was doing, to where you see how cocky he is. There's certain stuff he's doing.
Little Def Jam, how to be a player type.
Yeah, exactly.
God made black beautiful. God made booby beautiful. You feel me? Type shit. Like I felt it though. It's just how you read it, like yeah.
So like I say, he knows he has it all. Has some record. Like I say, it gets inspiration, quote unquote inspiration. You can be like him. He then comes home to his woman. She's showing him love. He goes upstairs and he leaves his phone out. And his phone goes off and she sees it. She looks over the phone, but then she's like, I ain't gonna pay no mind. So then he gets out the shower and we see she's all about business. He's like, hey, I'm trying to close in on this home. And he wants to use the money to buy some shoes and a Cuban link. And she's like, no, she's like, no, we gotta get the money for the house.
Tax time.
Yeah. So then he eats her out and then goes to sleep, which is wild. I was like, all right. And then
sidebar, I will say this. This is the most sex I've seen in a Tubi movie. Hey, at one point I'm like, this is porn.
They was drugs some chicks.
This is porn.
So like I say, he eats the girl, goes to sleep. Then he has a nightmare about going to the strip club / brothel, and it ends with the girl stabbing him. He gets up like, and then he wakes up the next morning, and like I said, he's full of himself. He has it's a long pep talk he's having with himself. He's like, hey man, you beautiful, man. You good looking, man. You Himothy. You him Duncan. He's going in. You him this, him that. So he's going in. He's talking about how he's that nigga. And then he kisses his girl goodbye and heads to work. Every female at the job, they're in love with him. Like he's and they talking about how good looking he is and everything, how he got it. They're like, oh yeah, it's his smile. No, it's his body, it's his hair, this and this. Then you see what he smells like. Fuck this girl. Well, I need him in my life. So you can see this is kind of like Boomerang at this point. Like everybody wants him at the job, and he's going for it too. Like he's teasing him a little. He's like, hey, what's up, ladies? He doing his thing.
So at ease, ladies.
Yeah,
right.
So his best friend Reek, that's you. So he walks by, and the girls they looking at him too. They're like, okay. And then Sean wants to go to the Cavs game, and Reek says he wants to go, but he wants to bring his wife too.
Got to take his lady.
Yeah, and he's like, man, he's like, man, I'll cramp our style. He's like, I'm trying to pick up. He's trying to get these females. Like, so Reek's telling him, he's like, man, you got to chill. He's like, you got a fiance, and Sean's like, shoot, what you don't know won't hurt her. And he's like, I'm too smooth. That's what he says. I'm too smooth. And Reek warns him that he's going to get caught up after Sean plans on messing with this girl named Mercedes on IG. And you know she thick because they let you know. They warn you several times in this movie. Hey, this girl thick. And someone's like, "Hey, this girl thick." I was like, "Okay," and they wasn't lying. No, I'll say that. They wasn't lying. They were not lying. So the wife, Ebony, she's discussing. She's like Ebony and her friends. They're at a restaurant. They're discussing men and their cheating ways. And Ebony talks about how she appreciates Sean, and she's like, Sean would never do that to me, blah blah blah. And one of the girls is like, she's like, he's a little bit of a player, and she's like, what? And then she kind of, so then the friend brings up how Sean, makes the girls meet up with Mama Reed for approval over the females, and Ebony's like, dang, this might be real for real. So then she walks into the bathroom, she's like trying to fight the tears, and then she comes back out. And meanwhile, what is going on? Sean is at Mama Reed's house, and they discussing, his dad still being a player, in his old age.
Gotta keep a roster.
Yeah. How lucky he is to have.
When your mom say that to you, that's kind of wild, though. You feel me?
That's what she was saying was crazy. She was saying some crazy
stuff. That's where I really thought the twist was going to come in at, because I thought it was going to be something where the mom was like
pimping the hoes.
Pimping her son pretty much. Like, yeah, baby, you gotta keep a few of them things, like damn, mom. Like,
at this point in the movie, I knew something was gonna happen because I didn't know what was gonna happen going.
I knew something, but I knew it was the mom. So yeah,
I thought going into this point, I thought he was gonna meet up with a girl, kind of like Boomerang. She was gonna have him feeling salty, and he's gonna feel some kind of way. That's what my mind was at first, around this point. And go back. Yeah, and Mama Reed, Mama Reed was bold, bro. She was just like, the roster, and she was talking, and like I said, he shows it. He's like, look how thick she is, mom. And she's like, okay, you can't handle all that.
That's wild.
Like me and my mom are very close, but I ain't gonna sit there and be like, hey, look, she's like, oh yeah, you can't handle all that. My mom would never say that.
Like a swat possum with the month.
Yeah, I was like, that's crazy. But yeah, like I said, he talks about how lucky he is to have Ebony. Then the very next breath, he's like, "Hey man, look how thick she is. Look how thick this woman is." So then he goes on a double date with Reek and his girl. What was your girl's name in the movie? I don't think I heard.
Chandel.
Chandel. Okay, I don't remember hearing her name in there when I was watching it.
So excuse me, is she supposed to be a white woman?
No, nigga, she mixed.
Nah, yeah, mixed.
Chandel, and I'm just like, whoa, that's a strong name for a white woman. Okay.
No,
you was hey, nigga, you need
help. I don't know white Chandels.
I know I haven't met one before, so that's why I was just like, let me know.
Was like, what he said, was she white? What's her Instagram?
Chandel was just a little strong for a white woman. That's all I wanted to know.
Milk of magnesia.
No, I knew she was. I think they only had two white people in the movie. I think the one lady that was I feel like it was the waitress. No, one of them was the waitress, and I think the other one was like I don't know what that was, a brothel or orgy, whatever that thing was. She was like, "Oh yeah, it's already paid for." Like that lady.
Yeah. I think it was a bar. Yeah.
It was a brothel. Them niggas was fucking in there, and that was real fucking. That was real fucking in that Tubi movie. That's why.
That's what I said, bro.
Niggas got their budget.
Everybody keeps saying that too. They're like, bro, that shit look a little too real, dog. I'm like,
that's what I said. Hey. There's a part later on, and I was like, bro, I swear he's doing it for real. I think I see his dick. I think he was going in for real. I swear he was. I said, wait a minute. I was gonna run it back. But I said, I think I seen something.
Y'all niggas is wild.
So like, he goes on a double date with Reek and his girl, Chandel, and Ebony is going to make it known about the convo with her friends, and she's like about to bring it up, and Reek's like, let's have a toast. He quickly changed the subject, and he has a toast.
Good man.
And there's a lot of foreshadowing in this scene right here, from everyone talking about pretty much saying to be careful in their own way. They're telling him you got to be careful. Ebony doesn't realize that, but they're kind of telling him, hey, you gotta be careful out here, and don't get caught up in any mess. So she also brings up, but Chandel also brings up that you guys are going to the Cavs game, which Sean didn't let Ebony know about. So she's like, oh, so that's what we're doing here.
But he was about to tell her.
Well, that's what he said. That's what
I believed him. I believed he was gonna tell her when the time was right. You know, because it's all about time.
When was the time gonna be right?
It was going tomorrow.
The day of the game.
The day of the game.
Hey, man, you wanna? Oh, you can't make it. I'm like, damn.
Cool.
Seats got all balled up.
It's gonna work in his favor.
So she feels some kind of way until a mysterious girl buys them all drinks when she leaves. And I was like, okay, this is probably gonna be the one that they get. So I was already like, okay, this is probably the one that's
Well, about to say, but it was when old chick, didn't they do the toast? It was a long ass toast for real. I forget what it was, but I'm gonna use
everybody was rhyming in their toast except
I'm gonna use that shit one day. I'm gonna go back and watch that because I'm gonna make that toast. About to say,
what restaurant was y'all in?
That was out there in Gahanna. It wasn't an actual restaurant. It's probably like one of those things you rent out like downtown Gahanna, across from what is it called? Local cantina.
Okay.
And that little plaza. Yeah, right there. Yeah.
But
I mean everybody was rhyming because everybody was rhyming in the toast. And I said everybody was rhyming in the toast because Sean wanted to have that little baby quote. You know, he wanted to take his little baby quote. You know what I mean?
He came with a little baby quote, and he was like, "Wait, is that little baby?"
It was a long ass. But was that when old girl, like the waitress, had bumped her and spilled the drink? And he was being very polite towards the waitress instead of saying something for his girl. So that's when they was all like, "Damn, hold on, bro!" Like,
yeah, I was gonna say a girl walks by, bumps into Ebony, and spills her drink all over her. And Sean is more worried about the girl that spilled the drink than his actual girlfriend. And Ebony, she's feeling a little invisible at this point. She goes to the bathroom. She's like, I'm all dolled up for him, and this, he acting like I'm not even there. And she's like, man, he ain't worried about all that. He don't care about the drink being spilled on you. You gonna be fine. and then like I said, they're like, you know what? They're like, hey, we didn't got these free drinks because the girl paid for it. Excuse me. And why don't we just finish these drinks and then go to a lounge? And they're like, okay, bet. So they all go to a lounge and they drink some more. They go dancing. And Sean was bold. Well, he was bold of this scene right here. Ebony leaves for a second. She is like not even a second she leaves. And he sees Mercedes. And he can't take his eyes off her. He's like, God.
Titties was out. Titties in that dress.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
You know what he said? He said, how big you say them titties were?
He's like, man, they were quick.
How big you say them titties were? Nigga. You got some good patience because we've been like, you got some good patience because like, hey, nigga, hey, cut. Hey, man. Hold on, man. I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta get myself together. It's a lot of ass in this thing.
Whole lot.
Yeah, it was crazy. And like I said, he can't take his eyes off her. And Reek, he's dancing with his girl, but then he's like, hey, nigga, you tripping. He's like, but she is looking thick though. I see what you're talking about. And then Chandel's like, hey, I don't like how you doing, Ebony. She's like, she's right over there. And Ebony over there like fast out. Like she was like sitting on the couch. See, at first I thought she was going to grab some more drinks or just go to the bathroom. They looked up, she's on the couch like So she's like, I don't like how you doing, Ebony. And she was kind of put off by it. She's like, hey, Reek, let's leave. And so Reek's like, all right, bet. And so next day he starts FaceTiming Mercedes and talks about going to the game, and she's like, shoot, she's like, I'll go there too, and he's like, all right, bet. So they talk about the coaches and people's stats and the stuff she's saying. He's like, oh yeah, I like this. And I couldn't tell what Ebony saw on the shirt when she picked it up, like because this scene, like I said, he came back in the house after FaceTiming her, throws his shirt off and it goes upstairs.
You know what she was trying to see? She was trying to see if the nigga was sweating.
Oh, I didn't realize. I was like, because I didn't realize what the significance was when she picked it up, and she was like,
she's trying to see if that nigga was working out.
Yeah. I was like, what happened?
Inspector Gadget. I would have never.
Crazy. I did not. I mean, hey, that's wild. that's like baby boy when she's like, let me sniff your nuts. That's like that's literally like that equivalent. Checking the sweat on my shirt, like, golly, what if I just did a light jog? I wasn't going crazy. Like, see, yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that. That's crazy. So then we see a montage of them like trying to go on dates. And he's always on his phone, and she's like, hey, what's the movie? He's just like, go back to his phone. Like he was bold. Talking to Mercedes right in front of her. He was bold. He was trying to get caught up. So then she catches him FaceTiming outside. And later on, Sean, he plans on meeting up with Mercedes, and she's cool with being the side chick. I was expecting that. I thought he was gonna lie to him, like, oh, you're the only one for me. He was like, man, my girl tripping, blah, blah, blah. She's like, shoot. She's like, I'm not to be quiet when you're on the phone with her. I'm like,
yeah,
this is insane.
Where's she at?
I can be quiet. I can leave. Or I can be quiet. She's like, shoot. I was like, that's crazy. And she even gives him tips. She's like, look, you just say you're going to the airport. You really say you get an Uber. This and that. I was like, dang, she got this down.
I've never seen somebody so excited though, just to cheat. Like my man was like, I'm going on this trip. Like,
yeah, hey, you don't think she would look? He said, look, I'm going. I'm sorry. I'm going.
But hey, man, right there, that maybe if he didn't go.
He seen it. He said, I got to have it. I got to have it. So after he hangs up with her, Ebony just approaches him. She's like, what you doing? What you doing? He's like, oh, shit. Like, he's all scared. And she knows something's up, but she don't know exactly like what it is. She's like, what's going on? He's like, oh yeah, I just got the phone with Mama Reed. She's like, oh, call her back. He's like, huh? What you mean? Like he's trying to get his line together. It ain't working. And she keeps pressing him. It ends up confronting him. She's like, I know you hiding something. He's like, man, look, man. He starts going off like, hey, man, look, you need to get off my back. You want me to get off my back? And she's like, all right, bet. So then he's like, okay. He talks to Reek the next day. He's like, hey, I'm gonna plan on starting an argument. So this is why I can get my Uber. Fine. And then they go see Mercedes. And he ends up missing out on being a model for Ebony's gig, like her fashion event.
She said he was the main model.
The main model. I said, dang, that's so disrespectful. You can't wait next week for that. Like that's crazy.
Last minute.
That's
you couldn't
crazy.
You couldn't wait till you were done.
Yeah, that part too. He said he planned on spending a weekend with her. It's like, bro, at that point you can go ahead and do this little like I don't cheat. So
I'm not condoning this. I'm not condoning this.
I was just saying, like, you could have waited to get this over with, then go, do what you got to do. He's like, look, I got to stop everything, everything to go meet this girl.
That's why I've never seen someone so eager. Just
like, if it's this hard, I don't want it. If it's this hard, I don't want it. At this age,
he needed that. He's like, I gotta get it.
I mean, the ass was fat though.
It was it was crazy. It was crazy. I mean, I understand, but at the same time, like, nigga, you gotta have your ducks in a row when you go over there. You can't go over there. Leaving shit pending. So he gets over there and she treats him like a king. She's feeding him, and she's like, she took him to that orgy / brothel, whatever that was.
Man, I think my man deserves 2 women, or every man needs to have 2 women. Or something.
Then the other girl, I can't talk like that. I know the other girl.
She was thick too. So
titties.
Yeah. He said, "Daddy, I was gonna do it for you." But all
right. Big ass milkers.
The judge.
You said knockers.
Judge, nigga.
So then, like I said, she takes him to the orgy, and she's like, "Yeah, we both can get you right." And this nigga is passed out, and they start doing up on top of this nigga. So he even get to do nothing. He's passed out. They was messing around on top of him, and he wakes up handcuffed to the bed, and he's like, "What in the world?" He's like trying to get out, and then she starts feeding him, and then she just snaps, and he's like, "What's going on with you?" And she comes back and pours scalding hot water on him. He's screaming, "Ah! Why, you bitch? Why?" He going off. He going off. And Reek is trying to call him, but he's not answering. And she gets mad because his phone rang. It comes back with a hammer and hits the phone.
Beats the shit out of that phone.
Yeah, hits the phone. And he's like, what in the world? And he's like, please let me go. Please let me go. So she's like, okay. I was like, all right. So then she takes the handcuffs off him. And then he shoulder checks her into the wall. And then he like hockey checking like, bitch. He hit her kind of hard in real life. I would say that because he was like, bah. She was like, bah. Like she banged him against that wall. And then she shoots in the back. This part I didn't like. Because she shot him in the back.
Understand it, you know.
And he was like, pow. And he was just like, okay, like I thought he was dead. I was like, oh snap! It was just bow. He just like, dropped. It was like cartoonish the way he was just bow. Oh,
he slid down the wall.
Yeah. And then like she has him sit in the closet. So I'm like, I thought she said there was no blood. I think she had like a little bit of blood. Like
there was no blood.
She had a band-aid. She had one of them little things on her shoulder. Like she just patched him up at the house. Like, damn,
this is when the Tubi. This is when I'm watching this movie and Tubi quality kicked in.
I thought it was great. And then there's that one part, and I was like,
that's when Tubi quality kicked in. I said,
that was it.
I said,
because later on, y'all did the blood. Like when y'all were doing the blood later on, like y'all was in I'm gonna bring that up later, but y'all did the blood later on. It was just that one scene. I was like, why didn't they do it for this one scene? But she and this is probably the wildest part of the movie to me though. So like, so she has him sit in the closet. Now it's nighttime, and she brings another dude back with her, and he is drilling her shit.
Bro was hitting that, wasn't he?
That's why I said. That's the part I was like, bro, I think he's doing it for real because he was drilling her shit while
you can't hear him.
You said what?
You can't hear him.
You on mute.
None.
Nope.
Yeah, he's still on mute.
Damn. I need to know if they was
trying to plug it back in, but unplug and plug it back in, see if that worked.
Them niggas was fucking.
I need
this part we need to know. Did he do it? Did he do it?
Them niggas, that was her nigga, bro. That was like her nigga in real life.
I told you, I thought I seen some meat. He was he was drilling her stuff. I was like, golly.
Bro, I'm just like, bro, you were faking a head. You were faking fellatio too well.
At that part, I was like, okay, that could be fake. But when he was drilling her, I said, all right. I said, wait a minute.
Hey, y'all niggas,
you can only go so far. You can only do too much.
I said, wait a minute.
Y'all niggas is over here playing Monsters Ball.
He had the leg up for leverage. I was like, hey, look. He had the leg up for leverage. I said, he's doing this. I know he's doing it for real.
Niggas is fucking like Monsters Ball. That was Halle Berry. That was a sex scene. We seen the sex scene. Them Tubi movies. Hey, I'll tell you one thing, boy.
You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now. We hear you now.
Cool.
I'll tell you one thing, boy. Them Tubi movies. That was the most sex I ever done seen in Tubi. I said, what is going on?
I know he did it, man. He was
like these niggas is really out here fucking.
He got the leg up. When he had the leg up, I said he's doing this for real. That's why I said he's doing this for real. He gotta be.
I was saying he has. I was saying he had some anger built up on that when he was behind that.
He had the leg up. I was like, look.
He said
he was
That's aggressive, man.
So like I said, he was drilling her, like while old boy's watching the closet. And she tells the new dude to stay a while because she didn't get her nut yet. And he shoved her. He just shoved her head and walked off. And then she's like, and then she like snatches old boy out the closet.
I will say after that part, after dude like smushed her away, whatever, he left. That's when I knew that it was something else behind it, because that was the potential for it to be like, this nigga about to join you in his closet now because I got two hostages. So that's when I figured, like, okay, now it's the setup right here somewhere. Because
you a good movie guy, because I knew it was a setup. I thought she was trying to make bro miserable because he was cheating on his girlfriend. Just in general.
I thought it was going to be just the whole disrespectful niggas type of thing. But once he actually disrespected, I mean, he just pushed her after you just fucked the shit. I was like, okay, and she didn't take him. He just left like. Yep. She got something against him. It's something against him now. So it's like,
but that's what I'm saying. I was like because you know me, like I know my movies, but it was this part and another part that I did not predict, and I was like, okay, she's about to flip and she's gonna kill this nigga. I thought she was just killing niggas. Like there was just like
so that's why I said I thought bro was gonna end up joining him.
Yeah. I thought he was gonna die, and then old boy's going, I gotta get out of here, that kind of thing. But
I knew that
let it happen, and then she just like she took it out on old boy, and I was like,
took it out. Nigga, that's right.
Yeah, about to say, cause she ain't get enough buddy somehow. I don't know how she ain't,
That was Ebony and Bro from Players Club.
She's ready to whip his low ass.
No. I say take it out. I mean, because she was torturing him first. She didn't just start right on immediately. She pulled the gun out, and what else did she do? I feel like she did something for. No, she didn't. No, she did. You're right. She just raped him. You're right.
No, that's rape, bro.
Right. She's raped.
I seen a Tubi movie with 3 sex scenes and a rape scene, bro. That's. I said, hey, these niggas is about to. Hey, these niggas need Academy Award nominations. 3 sex scenes and a rape scene is insane in the movie.
Yo, he said 3 sex scenes in a rape scene.
Hey, how many movies we done? How many movies we done seen? We could count on our hands how many rape scenes we done seen in movies, bro.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, there's a couple, but it was. I wasn't thinking about it being rape. Now you say that was definitely rape, because at that point he was like, hey man, I'm just trying to get out of here. He's like, nah. She said, nah, Denzel.
Nah,
Denzel jumped the wall. Like, damn, like why me though? The whole time, like after that, it's like, damn, why me? Like he was already sick, but now it's just like, damn, you just doing me dirty. Like I done got shot, I done got raped, I
got shot.
Hot water on, boiling water on.
Yeah, it's probably hot water is crazy.
I ain't got no phone.
But
the thing was, he didn't. Yeah, I can see if he was like
phone. I ain't got no phone. Fuck that phone. Let me go.
He didn't do anything yet. She was like, yeah, you mine, whatever. And then she started feeding him. She was just force feeding. He's like, hey, what the?
Yeah,
I can see it was like, like he's like, oh, you're crazy, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, am I crazy? He starts force feeding, but it was immediately. She's like, he's like, what the? He's like, wait a minute, I'm a pimp. You lost your mind. So then, like I said, she snaps, and then she goes to the closet, grabs Sean, puts the gun to his head, and tells him to put the cuffs on. So then she starts riding him, and she's like, "Shut your soft ass up!"
Wow.
Yeah, she's like, and then and tells him to get out. And then she's like, "Oh, I forgot, you can't leave." And then I was like, "That's so disrespectful."
Like, nigga, you ain't going nowhere.
You ain't going nowhere. So then,
he got 3 minutes.
I got you for 3 minutes. Rick goes by their house to check on Sean. And he gets suspicious of all the paperwork on Ebony's table. So at this point, this confirmed to me that Ebony was a part of it. I was like, yeah, Ebony's definitely a part of it at that point. And
I knew that, but I didn't know. Keep going.
And then he goes on a stakeout later on. I said, that's wild. Like a civilian stakeout is crazy. He was stakeout is crazy.
What a homie.
Yeah, I was not like confident. He's just like, I'm gonna look at that. That's a real friend right there. That's a real friend. He said, I don't like that.
Real life superhero.
Yeah, he's like, I don't like that. I'm about to investigate. So then he goes on a stakeout, and he sees her sneaking out. And she's like obviously sneaking out too. It's not even like she just walked out. She was like, she walked out like, boy, don't be mad. She's like that.
Own crib. Your own crib.
Your own crib. Like, that's crazy.
And then he catches her, and she goes into like a building for life insurance. And he's like, I don't like that. I'm dropping down on this nigga. I don't like that.
I don't like that shit.
I don't like that shit. So then, meanwhile, Mercedes is still torturing Sean and tells him she's doing this for a reason. Why are you with me and not your girl? And he's like, I was just trying. What did he say? I'm trying to remember exactly what he said, but
my dick was thinking.
But he didn't even say that. He said something wrong. And then she's like, nope, wrong answer. And she pulls out a whip. She's like, oh yeah. And this is when my stuff with the commercial break immediately. I said, damn. That's all I can say. Damn. We went to an ad break. I said, damn. so then Rick's talking to his girl, and he's like, I'm worried about Sean right now. Like something's going on with Sean and his girl, and I don't like it. And I'm trying to remember what happened next. Mercedes, she's in the house with Sean, and she snaps. She's like, I need some alcohol. That's what I said. I know she does it.
It
I
was
need
her
some alcohol.
It's my
I seen that
birthday.
like, whoa. I said, oh yeah, she about to go crazy.
Yeah, she did say it's my birthday. Yeah, she just want to tell my birthday. She was like, it's my birthday. He's like, happy birthday. I need some alcohol. He's like, oh shit. He's like, hey, what the hell? So then like she leaves and he finds a I can't remember if it was a fork or a knife.
That's why I was confused during this whole scene right here. Like he found his fork, he got loose, ran around the house, he got his phone, did all that shit. Why didn't he leave?
Nigga, get up out of there, niggas.
Why didn't he leave? Like,
yeah,
the nigga was a boy. The nigga was a Boy Scout. He used the fork to cut through the motherfucking rope. I said, "Damn, bro, this bitch went to what drug? What liquor store did she go to?"
She was back quick.
Look, you said he was a Boy Scout. The nigga used the fork to get out of some damn rope, but he ain't used the fork to get out of the damn house. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know how you break free and not break all the way free.
I said, you can get your ass whipped or get killed. Either way it goes, you might as well run for it, nigga.
You might as well run for it. You feel me? Like, you done got shot already. Look, that's my point. You done got shot, you got raped, and you got
floating hot water poured on you.
Oh, why didn't you?
Was she trying to treat the wounds? What did she use to try to treat the wounds? What did she use?
It don't no worse than that.
She used something. This why did you use some ointment?
It was putting something on. I forget what it was.
She put something on. I forget what it was, but she put.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
He was like, "What
he was using toothpaste. Like, why you putting toothpaste on my open wound?"
That's what it was.
That shit burn.
That shit burn.
Hell yeah.
That's all. He said, "Why are you doing this?"
He said, I thought they worked the same. Like, damn, bitch, you using Crest? Like,
oh man, yeah, she used that. He was like, "Why are you doing this?" So, he used that fork, cut the rope around his ankles. She comes back with alcohol, and she notices the ropes have been cut. Like he's sitting there trying to act like nothing happened, and and they tussle until she pulls out a gun, and then she pulls out the gun, and then he's like, "Oh snap, whatever." Then Ebony pops up behind her. He's like, "Ebony," and then she pulls out her gun, and then he's like, "Shoot her, shoot that bitch, shoot that bitch, shoot her." And she doesn't, and she puts her gun down, and they reveal that they've been working together. And so he's going off, and he's like, "You bitch, boy, you bitch, fuck you, bitch." He starts going crazy. "You wasn't shit until you met me, bitch." Starts going off, and she's
that's wild.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go out a villain. So then she pops the nigga, and then she's like, "Hey girl, you this was wild." She was like, "Hey girl, you get them ID, passports, and credit cards." She's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get that right now." And then they go grab it, and then they're in the car, and she goes, "Yeah, we gonna make this come up, whatever." She was like, when's that money gonna get in there? It should be like a week." And she was like, "Okay, bet." And then she pulls out her gun, just shoots Mercedes. Ebony shoots Mercedes.
Double cross.
Yeah, she's like the only thing better than a double cross, a triple cross. And then, like I said, blew her brains out. I said, "Damn."
Man, that
was wild.
That right there, I was like, "Damn."
I didn't see that coming. I knew they were together, but I didn't think she was gonna.
Yeah, that's the part. I was like, "Damn, this movie might be good." Like, damn.
And then, like, she blows her brains out, and then that's what I was talking about. Where I was like, they did the blood for this thing. You saw it go everywhere. It was like fire, but then they didn't do it for when he got shot. That's why I was like, why did they do that for that? But they
difference between a shoulder shot and a head shot. It seemed like
you say it go everywhere. It was like and then we see her on the news, and she's like fake crying, and Reek's watching the news, and he's like, "I don't trust her."
Yeah, wait a minute.
I don't
hey, look at this. Like,
yeah,
damn,
I don't trust it. And Mama Reed is also watching the news, and she's like, "Oh, she's
my son."
Salty. Yeah, she's salty. And then we see them all at the funeral, and Ebony's saying kind words about him.
That's wild.
Yeah, that is wild. That's like some big red kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You show up to nigga's funeral after you kill him. And
yeah, that's crazy as hell, man. I didn't see that coming. I wasn't on scene or on set during that part, but I definitely didn't see that coming.
You were surprised like us. You're like, wait a minute.
I'm like, huh? I'm like, does this shit like this happen in real life?
Somebody thought about it. So what you think?
That might be a good cover up, man.
So then, Ebony said some kind words about him as Reek and Mama Reed. They're like, I don't trust her. And the movie ends with a flashback between Ebony and the guy Mercedes was smashing earlier. And he gets her number and they ride off together. And then
but he gets her number when they was at lunch talking bad about Buddy, saying how you can't trust him. So then she gets his number after that, though.
Yeah.
Which is me. I'm gonna give y'all my moral of the story.
Don't drop liquor on people.
Can't trust him.
Can't trust these hoes, man.
He was doing dirt though. That's what
Look, she went to the bathroom crying over this man that she loved, her fiance. And then the niggas waiting outside the bathroom, her like, "Hey, baby girl, dry them tears up." She's like, "I'm gonna give you this." Like, what?
It ain't take that long to persuade her.
It didn't take that long at all to persuade her, and she was just so. That's my thing right there, and she set him up from there.
You think it was Ben when she set him up? Or you think she been doing it?
Nah, I think
it had to be.
Bro, I think she met bro, and then the movie really doesn't go. It's a movie. It doesn't give. Probably time went by. She was talking to bro. He probably was getting in her ear.
Well, we did see her at the salon getting her nails done. Yeah,
I was gonna see the montage. It did show a little montage of her, girl, and them planning that shit. It even showed her when she was slumped over there that night when they went drinking, and then she gave her the look like, and bro was staring because she knew his goofy ass was gonna be staring, but she was setting him up for a minute though.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn.
He gotta get this shit together. You can't be bold like that, looking like God. It was like that. Remember that cartoon with the wolf? He was like, ooh, good. Like that's when the eyeballs come out. That's how he was. That's how you gotta feel. He wasn't slick at all. But yeah, I'm gonna ask y'all a couple questions. So do y'all think do y'all think he learned a lesson like to make it? But he didn't. He went out like that.
He said, "Do you care if you live or die?"
He died.
He said, "I think I do."
He didn't even do that. He was like, "Fuck you, bitch." He was going off, and it was like, because usually it's like with that whole thing. I thought it was like, okay, we're gonna do this to you, so that way you learn something, that kind of thing. Like this ain't how you gonna treat women, and then maybe kill me. Like, oh, I was wrong. Like maybe you can see that transition. Like, man, look, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. This and this. It was none of that. He went out a villain to the end. He was like, hey,
I thought they was gonna treat bro. How Neil Long did Will Smith in Fresh Prince. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Run off with bro. He was gonna be assed out. Work. You was gonna find bro like on Get Out. Little rail.
Oh yeah. Something like that. Yep.
That's how I thought it was going to end.
I did too. Yeah. I did too. I think the ending. I wish the movie
was longer.
Yes, I do agree with that. I wish the movie was longer, so that way we had because I thought you was gonna spring into action. You were going to investigate, and then it was just like, well,
right. Niggas gonna pop up somewhere. Like,
I thought you would come in fighting. I thought you were gonna die trying to save this nigga, and then just be like the casualties, like because you was a kid, you couldn't keep you couldn't keep your stuff in your pants. Now niggas are dying because you couldn't keep your stuff together when all you had to do was stay home.
Damn, Kenny, you a good director, nigga. We need to write a fucking script, nigga.
I got a question though. So since you said you didn't at the funeral scene, how many takes did it take that? Like did it take it multiple takes? And you said you didn't expect for her to say that stuff. So when you gave your reaction, like was that a real reaction?
Yeah, that was a real reaction. No, I mean, it took the whole funeral scene took about, I want to say roughly like 3 hours to shoot the whole scene.
When she gave that speech and you was like, I wasn't expecting her to do all that. So when you was sitting there, you was just like, damn, like that was a real.
Oh yeah. Because I mean, I read the storyline like before I even got on scene and stuff like that. I read the storyline, but I was more focused on since this is my second film that I was in. I really wasn't worried about nobody else's stuff but mine. And I'm like, look, I got 3-4 days for me to memorize, because my first from Her Way, when I did Her Way, I had I want to say between 9 to 12 pages, but on Affliction, I had 20-something pages. I'm like, hey, I ain't worried about nobody else's stuff except for mine. So
it went from an essay to a novel.
So with me, like with that being said, I'm like, all right, cool. I don't know nothing really about the movie. I just know about me and the person the actor that I'm interacting with. So when I got to the funeral, I'm really sitting there. I'm like, and then she get up there like, Sean was a good. I'm like, what?
You know what I mean? Like, when I seen that, I was wondering if that was a real like that's what's up there.
So here's my question: Did your girl know that she was setting up? Oh, girl was setting up Sean because they was friends, right?
Yeah.
So did they
see now? If she did know, it'd be something like more so like like you said earlier, it's a movie. Now that'd be something that they would have to talk about, on their own. But in a movie, I don't think she knew because she was like, "Well, Sean," she's like, "Well, you gotta meet better friends or be around better people." But I don't think she knew because I feel like if she knew that, then she would have probably like at least said something to me, if anything. Like, stay away from him.
Yeah, I don't think her character knew because I think the only people that knew about it was just those two. Because I think the round of friends they had, none of them knew about it either. I think it was just something those two set up because she did it to get back and get this nigga's money for real. She's like, I'm gonna get paid for my hardship. Like, so it's one of those things where like I said, I wish the ending, I wish the ending was like more of a fight, and I wish we got the transition for Sean Reed so that way we can low key feel sorry for him because at this point he never really learned anything, and he was never like, oh, I'm sorry, I know what I did was wrong, this and this. He never really had that moment. He was still till the very end, like, no, fuck you, you ain't shit, bro. He was still like that. Even I thought we're gonna get that in the shower, where she was like, did you learn your lesson? Like, did you know why you're here? She's asking him, and he's like, nah, I just like the fuck. And she was just like, I guess. And she was just like more. And yeah, I feel like we should have got that turn to where we felt bad for him. She still tortured him. So then when he dies, we're like, dang, he really killed him. Like,
I felt bad for that man the whole time. Well, I don't know.
I didn't because he was just so he was so ruthless. He was just like,
he ain't deserve all that. Come on.
I mean, but he even said it at the park though. He said it at the park. He like, dog, I'm thirsty. I'm like, hey, nigga, being thirsty. He like, I'm thirsty. This chick Mercedes. I'm like, this.
My man's, he ain't deserve all that.
I felt sorry for Mercedes though because like, damn, all this bitch wanted was some money, so she got dick down, beat up, and killed.
To be fair, you did say she raped.
She did. Hey, you're right. You're right.
You did rape.
You know what? Don't feel sorry for her no more.
Yeah.
You're right.
But she crazy though. I mean, like, she crazy.
Yeah. Okay, crazy. Well, that was my thing. That was my thing too towards the end because I was like, was she crazy? Or was she playing a role because she was like, I'm gonna get this nigga's money, I'm gonna torture him for my girl. No, I mean that's crazy. I mean as an overall script, that's crazy. But I'm saying like, was she really mad or was she just doing that to scare him?
Hey, Kenny, intimidate.
Yeah, intimidate him.
She raped.
No, I mean look, I'm saying look, I didn't think about that when I was moving. I don't know. She raped him. I didn't think about that until you said that. I said
CK,
she did rape.
That's right.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I learned my lesson.
Fellas, we've all talked about this before. That's rape.
No. She definitely raped. I just didn't think about it until you said that. I said, yeah, she did rape him because at that point he wasn't 40. He was trying to leave at that point.
He didn't want it.
And he didn't want it. And she took it and it said, such a soft.
But if she was really crazy, she would have killed the other dude or tortured the other dude after he did her dirty.
I don't think Jeffrey Dahmer killed everybody.
No, but I thought that was going to be. I thought that's where the movie was headed, though. I thought it was going to be, hey, niggas been doing her wrong, so she's
right. Yeah.
Back. At that point, I didn't.
I thought it was going to be that too.
I wasn't all the way confirmed that Ebony was a part of it. I had a little suspicion. I was like, maybe Ebony's part of this, but I was like, maybe not. That's how I think. But then old boy disrespected her, and she was, I said, oh, this nigga about to get it. And then she took old boy out. I said, what did he do?
I mean, that's why she was playing a role, and if anything.
Bro had a baldy, bro. He wasn't about to die in this movie.
Yeah, that's why I think she wasn't all the way crazy.
He had a baldy.
He wasn't about to die. He wasn't going for it. He wasn't about to go for it.
Name how many bald niggas have you seen in a movie that died?
That's not something I can just come up with on the fly. That's such a random.
Nigga, I got the statistics.
I mean, bald niggas you know died in the movie.
Do that.
Bokeem Woodbomb has never died in the movie.
About this shit too, like, nigga, I'm gonna name one of these bald niggas.
I don't know, nigga.
No
You said you
Tyrese.
name a bald nigga that died in a movie.
No Tyrese. No Jason
Hey,
Statham.
you low key got a point.
No Bokeem Woodbomb.
He killed himself. Jason.
No, The Rock.
No Rock. Okay, Jason Lyric. Jason Lyric, he killed himself.
Yeah, he killed himself, Jason Lyric. But besides that, you might be right. You might be right.
Hey, more of the story. Don't fuck with no bald heads.
Exactly. Morris Chestnut had a box cut when he got killed.
Yeah, he was bald. Yeah, that was years later when he was bald. He started to go through the 2000s phase where he was, doing two can play that game and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't think of you bring up a good point. I can't think of any bald niggas that died besides Jason's Lyric.
That's funny as hell, man.
I'm trying to think if I've had any other questions. I think the only other question I would say, besides rating the movie, do you think anybody else? I was gonna say, do you think anybody else had any redeemable features or redeemable qualities? But I think everybody else was. I think literally everybody else was like, "Hey, nigga, you gotta chill."
Yeah, but everybody was
one question that you normally ask: who's the real villain?
You're right. That's the one. That's the one that always.
Ebony.
I mean, she was the actual villain. She was the actual villain, though.
She the real villain.
All of it. She was in on all of it.
Yeah, because she murdered this man.
I think she just had him set up, like just from the jump.
Well, the bald nigga, the real villain. No, I take that back. The mom is the real. No,
I would say the mom.
Yeah.
The mom is the real villain.
She started it all up. She raised him that
bro,
way.
because you condoning this shit.
She made it seem like he ain't had no wrongs. Like, oh,
Yeah.
that's my boy. Do your thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's gonna play it now.
You like Jim, you like Mama D.
Yeah. No, it was just that part was just so crazy because she was like, "Hey, that girl thick. I don't know if you can handle that." I was like, "Wait a minute,
that girl thick, nigga, you're with your woman."
I know, but that's still crazy though. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know, like, because like I said, I've never cheated, but I don't know if I could talk to my mom and be like, "Hey, this is my girl, but this girl I'm trying to crack too." I don't know. My mom would be like, "What are you doing?" My mom would be like, "What are you talking about?"
Who's the real villain? Mom.
But his mom was like, "Make sure you keep a strong roster."
Yeah, she did. She did.
The real villain, bro.
You got the West All Stars over here, baby. Like, roster, like
the mom is the real villain, bro.
Yeah,
I would say I probably agree. The mom's the real villain because she encouraged that behavior.
Bruh, condone that shit. And then didn't even really say nothing at the funeral.
she said, "I know I ain't like that bitch," or so she said, "I don't trust her," something like that.
Well, because it was they're more in shock than anything.
Did y'all see the part where Ebony was walking out of the funeral and she looked at Sean's mom and gave her a little, and she was like, heifer.
Yeah.
So her mom probably knew, like, yeah, motherfucker, you did it. You
My
had something to
thing
do
is
with it.
too, like, my question is, so they weren't married all the way yet. They were like engaged, right?
They were together.
Yeah, they weren't married.
They were together. So from me looking all the way into it, I guess, just all the way getting into it, how the hell she gonna get his life insurance?
Oh, damn, TK, y'all niggas need fucking script.
Man.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
I mean, like, how you gonna get his fees? You're not his wife, so it's like, how are you going to pay for it?
Unless he's like a beneficiary, yeah, something like that. Like, you could put that person on there.
I don't think he would put her down the way he was living. I think he would put down his mom. The way he was living.
Well, he really did. No, we're not going to do that. He really liked Ebony. He really did love Ebony. Remember, he wanted to get her the house. Remember, he wanted to get her the house. He really wanted to do. He just was a player. It was Def Jam how to be a player. It was Def Jam how to be a player. He really loved no girl. He just wanted to fuck on all the other ones, bro.
That's exactly what it was. Because he even said, he said, look, he said, it's my girlfriend. I love her.
Yeah.
But he said, Mom, but you know your son. That's what he said. You know your son.
That's wild. My mom would be like, nigga, grow up.
Right.
Like,
my mom, I'm just trying to think like how my mom would react. My mom would be like, bro, what are you doing? Like, I just know my mom's like, what are you doing?
Nigga, grow up.
Exactly.
She'd be like, do better.
Yeah, do better.
That's a good woman.
Now you know.
I'm calling Ebony.
Like, and it wasn't like
normal mom would be like, I didn't raise you this way. She couldn't even say that. Like,
yeah, she could say that.
She couldn't even say that. Like,
she didn't even say you just like your daddy. Like, you
just like your dad.
Nigga, you just like your. That's why I left your punk ass daddy. Like, no, you was cool with it.
It's one of the, it was just, he was so bold. That's the, it wasn't like, okay, you know, he doing his dirt privately. He was bold with it to the point where her friends was like, hey, look, this nigga over here tripping. This nigga was over here tripping.
Yeah.
They warning you.
Yeah, I mean that was like that was a crazy thing too, because you know, going into like all my parts with him, you know, it was just building up, and I was being that friend like, hey, bro, you tripping? You know what I mean? This is not. He like, oh, shut up with your hating ass. You know what I mean? That's real life conversations niggas have with each other.
right.
So I'm like, nah, man, like nigga, I ain't hating, nigga. I'm just saying, like, nigga. And then you know, and then like when I actually, so from there after my last scene with him, I didn't really know any more further onto the script of the movie. So I'm just waiting for the movie to come out, you know, and I'm watching. I'm like, damn, nigga, I'm sitting in there and I'm watching the movie. I'm like, damn, nigga, you gonna run, nigga? You gonna get out the house? Like, come on, what the fuck are you doing, nigga?
He was like, yes.
So,
he was watching like you were.
Like yes. So I like that though. I like
so,
how that goes because you just play your role, you do your scenes, but then when you watch the movie, it's the first time for you seeing it all together.
Yeah, I want to have my review of the movie too. You know what I mean? Just because I'm in a movie, I don't want to just be like, all right, I'm in a movie. And you know, and I don't want to know the movie from start to finish of filming it. Like I want to do my part and know like who I'm, you know, interacting with, and then I just want to watch the whole movie as a whole and get my outlook. Like how y'all doing? You know?
And that's what I said. This isn't like, especially like, because Tubi movies usually like when we watch Tubi movies, we like it's like
I'm gonna say my grade was
a good movie. It was actually a good movie. I'll say that.
I will say this though, because I watched, bro, the director, I think Sean is in there. I watched all his movies, and you can see the progression. So I will say that, not even on no hating shit, not even just because I don't even think he's from Columbus, not even because he does movies in Columbus. You do see progression. I mean, of course, you're going to have them little ins and outs, like, bro went to Chicago, and we was only on the north side, but it's okay. Like, you still see this progression, but, like, as long as you getting better, and that's what this kind of movie was, like, it was better than Her Way. So I can't really be mad at it. And then, like we were saying, like we've seen some bad Tubi, we've seen some shit.
I just had that conversation today in the barbershop. Like this morning, they were like, man, they're like, I seen you in that Tubi movie. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like, appreciate y'all. They like, man, we've seen some bad shit on there though, man. I'm like, yeah, I have too.
Like, we've seen some shit. We be like, hey nigga, hey, go get the iPhone. We about to do this shit.
And that's usually how it is. But these two movies, usually we watch it, we be like, bro, this movie was shitty, and then we just kind of, and it's like, like this one actually, like I said, this one had good quality. It had a good script. Everything was good. I think everything was good with. I just wish, like I said, the ending was stretched out a little bit more, because I feel like they could have done a little more with the ending. And then y'all, like I said, y'all had that y'all still showing y'all the Tubi movie with the shot. It was
the shot with the blood. This wasn't in the budget.
Yeah, the Tubi going to Tubi. But other than that, it was
Tubi going Tubi.
Yeah, other than that, it was fine. I did like the movie though. I did like it. If we're gonna rate it, because we rate out of 5 here, I am gonna rate it a 3.25. That's where I'm at with it. Solid 3.25. That's where I'm at with it.
I'm gonna get us a solid 4 for real.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
A strong,
strong
4 right here.
We've seen some Tubi shit where we be like,
hey, but I'm not saying if we were just going by Tubi, I'm gonna give it a 5. I'm saying I give it a 5. But I'm saying, I feel like it was this is still overall. This is still like we still comparing this to Boys in the Hood, all these other movies.
I'm not looking at it like that.
No,
that's why I give it a 3.25. That's still a great rating for a Tubi movie. That's a great rating. That's a 11 in Tubi.
That's 11 in Tubi. That's an A++.
Yeah, that's great in Tubi. Like I said, and the thing is that the things that's taken away from, in my opinion, like I said, is that the shooting scene, and then the like I said, the end. Like I said, I just wish the end was a little more fleshed out. I think the ending seemed a little bit rushed. Where I feel like it could have been stretched out. It could have been more happy, could have been more fight scene. It was a quick little tussle. And it was like, "Cow!" It was kind of like, "Oh, I thought," and I just wish he learned something before he died.
Them niggas ran out of tape on us.
Hey,
I
I'm gonna tell you.
want to feel bad for him, so that when we get to the funeral scene, you're like, damn, he really died over some mess. You know what I'm saying? When he really had to get through all this. When
I'm gonna tell you, this ending right now, it sounded like our last week ending when we did Cooley High, because it went from some shit happening straight to the funeral scene to the movie over, and we was like, I just wish
we just wish it was. Bro, Cooley High was in the 70s though, so they didn't really get it. They was trying to do the same thing they was trying to do. So, like you said, yeah, you was true. Like, cause Cooley High, that movie was good as fuck, and then we'd be like, okay, movie's over.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. I forgot to say that too. I wish the torturing was longer. I wish that was longer too, because it was like we saw so we saw the rape scene. That's crazy. That's crazy.
No more.
But it was like she force fed him. And then she poured a scalding hot water on him, and then
I wish the sex scenes were longer.
If it was real, that's real time probably.
Pull them titties out.
Hey, that was a lot of.
I'll tell you, that one
never lasted long either. That's the case.
And like he had a condom on. I've seen that condom.
I'm trying to tell you.
I've seen that condom on there. It's like, oh, let me pause it in slow mo, like no homo.
Yeah,
like,
I ain't gonna go back and looking for meat, but I think
I go back looking for meat.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do that. But I'm like, look, I swear he did. I was talking about, hey, I swear he did,
bro. Bro, I told you, hey, listen, work. I told these niggas, I said, hey, man, this is porn. I said, hey, you gotta watch this. I don't even watch it. Hey, we gotta review this. These niggas is fucking. A Tubi movie. 3 minutes into the Tubi movie, it's nothing but sex. I
see. You gotta watch this,
bro. Sex in the movie as a grown adult is wild. But sex in a Tubi movie, when like y'all niggas, y'all doing this for fun, like y'all doing this for fun and to get known, bro. I said, wow.
To be fair though, every Tubi movie I've seen, somebody's gotten cracked in it. Every Tubi movie I've seen,
not like this.
No, they did, because that Tiffany the Sex Doll, that thing was going to work on that.
Tiffany the Sex Doll, I ain't seen so many titties before. I said, oh my God.
Oh man,
I feel like they was going crazy. Like they was going crazy.
This HBO real sex.
That's why I said that must have been a brothel or something, because he went to that dude was stroking immediately. Like he was getting his drink, turned around, and dude was going crazy behind her. I was like, hey.
He was riding that nigga. I said, hey, put me in these Tubi movies. I can act. I was in high school. I went to acting school.
I went to Juilliard.
Put me in these damn Tubi movies. I'll be like, Sledge. They be like, cut. No, it's not.
You tripping right now. It does not say slap her ass in the script. It does not say that.
Right. Like, I wasn't supposed to do that? I wasn't supposed to do that? Oh, okay.
Oh, I told
you told me improvise. You told you love that's not the script.
Denzel improvises.
But sometimes though, but sometimes, yeah, I'm about to say sometimes, like with me, like with this being my second film, I'm learning. Like I'm still learning. Like I'm still a rookie in the game when it comes to acting. But what I'm learning, this is my second one.
No, I'm saying total. You done 2 total?
Oh yeah, total 2.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm learning. I'm learning more so like, okay, you would get a whole script and then like it'll say my name like Tariq, like for instance, that movie. And then it'll say you gotta say these words right here. Like, nah, you can you know what I mean? You can put your own little flow into it. You know what I mean? You don't have to say it word for word, but you want to stay on track with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, like that's one thing.
How was the casting? Like, how did you get your name out there to be able to get casted for one of these?
Oh, Dom, you know, that's my elementary friend, you know.
Okay, so you knew the person and then you were just
and he seen me like modeling and stuff like that. So he reached out to me like, hey bro, I might have something for you. And we met up, at Roosters, we talked, and he like, hey, this. So I'm looking at him like, I don't know if I can act, dog, but I gave it a try, you know what I mean? And I'm around.
That nigga bought you a rooster's nest and said, hey, I got an opportunity.
Hey, I tell you, the best business
real one.
That go right there, like
real one, man. You know what I mean?
I did like that though, because you see movies like I think he did like the Female Hustler 2. So it's like we're not getting the same. No disrespect to like Raindrop and them. We're not getting the same people in these movies. We're getting new people like Judy. She's new. We're getting you. You're new. Those two girls, I've never seen those girls before. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's not the same people that we're getting in Columbus. There's no room. Like real talk, there's no room for hate in none of these because it's like, bro, everybody's getting a different opportunity, and I'm pretty sure the next movie that he does is going to be different people in this movie, and that's what I like to see about this movie. Like we joke around a lot on here because we're just assholes. That's what we do, but. But like we give you credit.
I want to be in a movie. Shit.
Yeah, but we do want to be in a movie. We do want to be in a movie. But we do give credit where credit's due.
And then the fact that because we were talking about these movies, it's not like we're like fuck this movie, blah blah blah. We are actually giving like constructive criticism. So like when we say like, hey man, we wish this and this was going on there, or this and this was going on, like we're saying it from a movie reviewer standpoint. We're saying it as a critic standpoint. Like I know we're not professionally critics. Like we don't have like license for that. But it's like,
but I mean that's cool though. Like there's nothing perfect. Like I mean, you could criticize the movie. Like for instance, like Friday. Like I mean, I can criticize that, but like Friday, like I feel like there's no flaws in Friday. I mean, that's a legendary movie. But you know what I mean? I'll tell people, you know what I mean, after I made the movie and her way, this and that, like if somebody come to the bed like, hey bro, look like he was nervous in the movie, I'm like, shit, I probably was. It was my first film. You know what I mean? So I respect what y'all doing. I respect the feedback, you know what I mean, whether it's positive or negative, because all positive feedback, that's not gonna make you better at what you're doing, you know what I mean? Like you gotta hear, oh hey, you fucked up right here, or you fucked up right here, you stuttered right here, or it sounded like you messed up right here. Okay, I'm gonna watch the movie and I'm gonna look at it, and then the next time I'm doing a film, I'm gonna fix that. So I'd rather hear, you know, the stuff that I need to work on more than, oh, hey, bro, you did your motherfucking thing. You know what I mean? So hey, I'll definitely respect that for sure.
Yeah, and that's why I said like out of all the two movies, this was like, okay, this is this is peak.
Hey, this is up there because we done had niggas in like right now it's buffed up, y'all. Like that's where it's at for me.
Oh, we're gonna quote. This is better than buffed up.
I say if you
we're talking quality wise, quality, it was better than buffed up. Now
but those are two different genres of movies too, though. I feel like
I was gonna say buffed up. I'll put that back on because it's a comedy. It's funny. So I'm gonna put that back on. But this one, like I said, this is kind of like it's like a revenge kind of movie. And like I said, with the quality is way better than buffed up. Buffed up, like I said, you talking about the iPhone recording.
Oh, that was the iPhone that buffed up.
Yeah, that was the iPhone.
It was an iPhone. It was an iPhone 8.
Yeah, that was recorded on the side.
They put it to the side.
That was on a flip phone. Like that was bro. Because like I said,
oh man,
if they went to the hospital, they probably went to the hospital in this one. You remember how Tiffany
the sex doll is in somebody's room. It's in somebody's room. Tiffany the sex doll. We didn't.
A hotel room. Yeah. They went to the hospital. I'm like, no, that's not a hospital.
And then these niggas
they went to the actual locations, and they went to the club. It looked like an actual club.
Yeah, it was in New Orleans.
What's that movie we watched? That Tiffany sex doll too.
Yeah, they was at somebody's. That was in somebody's garage.
Yeah, I'm saying it's like that was at that. Like
that was somebody's garage. Like this was like this was well thought through. Like y'all niggas planned this. Like y'all niggas really sat down at a table and said, "This is what we do." Tiffany the sex doll was, "Hey, I'm about to shoot this movie. Come pull up real quick. I need some." That's what that was. This one was really like niggas took time and they craft with this shit. You could tell niggas was going over lines. Niggas was like, "Hey, this ain't really gonna work. Let's do this again." Tiffany the sex doll was like, "Hey, let's just get it over with."
we got 20 minutes in the parking garage. We already have to do this quick.
Right, my sitter coming at 6. We gotta get this shit over with.
Yeah, that's why I said I got a lot of respect for the movie. That's why I said I give it a 3.25. Like I said, it was a good movie. I just wish, like I said, there's a couple things I would tweak in it. But other than that, like I said, it was straight. Like I said, y'all gave it a 4, and that's good. That's real good.
Wrong.
I give it a strong. I'm with TK. I give it a strong, especially because I've seen almost all the Columbus movies, and I will say, like, I was sitting here watching it, like, hey, you know what? Like when I seen the Female Hustler and the Female Hustler 2, I was like, it's a C, because it's just the same thing. We knew what was going to happen. And then when I seen Her Way, I was just like, this ain't really it. But then when I seen this one, I was like, y'all can tell y'all niggas really sat down and bro really put more effort and he's getting better. That's why I give it. That's why I give it a strong 4. And it's just our city, bro. Like it's really.
I said they made the city look beautiful for some reason.
Yeah, they made it.
They did.
They made it look good.
I'm looking at some of the signs at first because I'm like, man, I always like to guess where the movie at. And I'm like, High Street. I'm like, they in the city. And then you just see the sun shining. They running in the park. I'm like, man, look at us. Look at my people running.
Yeah, we're
not used to seeing that either, man. We're not used to seeing that, man.
You're not. Bro, that's beautiful.
It's funny because I watched it. My little brother walked up. He said, "Is that Columbus?" He's walked up. He's like, "Is that Columbus?"
You know, all we get is the skyscraper. We get the sky scenery and Buckeyes. Like nigga,
hey, that's it. That's it.
So this was cool.
Yeah,
we still want to be in that Tubi movie though.
Yeah, I'm about to say
that. Let them know. Let them know I can
hey, tell your homie I was a thespian. I don't really want. I could play dead.
Hey, nigga, don't bring your sexual orientation on the show.
You know what?
You tell them people what you do.
Yeah.
I can play dead. I play dead.
Dead,
nigga.
My pitch is, I'm on time. I could be there. I'm reliable. Now, the lines, my memory, I don't need a lot of lines. I don't need a lot of lines. I'm not a star of a movie.
He's an extra. He's an extra.
But I just want to be somebody who let me just freelance in the back or something. They be like, hey, maybe I get.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He like Marcus Clark Duncan on Friday.
Yeah, I'm not.
When we were shooting that movie, that's what we were looking for. We made posts like, hey, if you could be here at this location at this time, pull up. Like it wasn't sending messages to certain people.
We didn't see that.
Nah, it was open. It was open. Like for the Nor, like for that one, we said, hey, we shooting the club scene this day, this time.
That's the scene I need.
Come.
I would have been in the background.
Like, you feel me? Yeah. Who was that back there dancing?
Like Vice City.
We're doing some bull.
Like Vice City.
Yeah. So it's pretty much open though, man. It's pretty open.
Yeah.
Tell them niggas we want to be. Hey, any comedy movie y'all niggas gonna do next, put us in it.
I'm trying to get shot in the movie. I'm trying to act like Tay Diggs in Malibu's Most Wanted.
Oh man, hey, that's a wild.
I'm trying to get my Tay Diggs on. I can get my Denzel on. That's easy. Bitch. I want to expand it. Yeah, bitch. I want to expand. I want to go. I want to show my range.
You said, "Give me a ride, punker. I'll dust you."
I want to show my range.
He said, "What?" That's not convincing.
I was thinking more of me being like, like a Bernie Mac and Friday or something, or like Heath there.
How you doing, brother Craig?
Good morning, brother. Come on, sister.
How you doing, brother Craig?
Like that, yeah. Yes, I did. You feel me? A little bit of that right there.
Hell yeah.
Did you have any other like trivia and like that? You want to let us know before we head on out of here?
Any, nah, man.
Any up and coming projects you're working on?
That too.
Right now I'm just working on my modeling portfolio. I'm about to get with my guy down in Atlanta. Just try to take off, man. Well, not try to. I am.
I have an opportunity for you. I know somebody. One of my friends in the city. He hosts something called Rip the Runway. They looking for models all the time and stuff like that. So maybe if
for real. Oh yeah, for sure.
To talk, whatever.
Oh yeah, no, that'd be dope. Yeah, but no, this year, I'm looking forward to being in another film, like working on my portfolio, a lot of shoots and a few fashion shows for sure. Like that's the goal. I'm
gonna give Sean one of my scripts, and then I'm gonna be like, I think this would be good for work. I think this would be good for Mr. McCoy. I'm gonna get one of my scripts. I got some scripts in the vault. I'm gonna bring them out.
He said, Affliction 2, Sean Reed's Revenge.
he gonna hunt
really live.
Ebony's ass down.
Like, oh, he ain't died.
No, but here's the twist though. Here's the twist. Reek go hunt Ebony down, but Ebony and Reek start fucking on each other.
Wow.
What do you say on Class Act? Sex.
Yeah,
more sex.
More sex.
More sex.
More sex.
More sex.
Oh man.
All right, well, we're gonna end it right
here.
here.
Yeah, man. I definitely appreciate y'all having me, man. What y'all doing? It's cool, man. This good shit right here, man. Keep it up for sure.
Oh, thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. And so we're gonna end it right here. I'm gonna say, and look how you turned out from a simp to a pimp.